सूचना एवं प्रसारण राज्य मंत्री मनीष तिवारी ने 5 फरवरी को दिल्ली में भारत 2013 पुस्तक का उद्घाटन किया। इसके अलावा उन्होंने सभी को रोजगार का लोगो भी लॉन्च किया। सूचना एवं प्रसारण राज्य मंत्री ने उर्दू रोजगार समाचार पत्र का इलेक्ट्रॉनिक फॉर्म यानी ई रोजगार का भी उद्घाटन किया। इस मौके पर पहुंचे मनीष तिवारी ने कहा,
In a very competitive environment, in an extremely public sort of a discourse, Publications Division has had the proud privilege of being a revenue surplus unit of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and we must compliment them for their endeavour. When I was given this responsibility by the Honourable Prime Minister to serve in the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, and I started reviewing the media units one by one, I was pleasantly surprised to find that employment news circulates whenever it comes out with an edition that is on a weekly basis, to the extent of about 4 lakhs or 5 lakhs every week. And this not only bears testimony to what Mr. Pachori was saying about the intrinsic need in our country to create jobs and employment, but also to the fact that all those who are consumers of this publication need to be given access to the highest quality of content, highest quality of non-partisan content, along with the advertisements and the information which is there about employment opportunities. I therefore requested Mrs. Ira Joshi and her colleagues that they must add at least 2 to 4 pages in every issue of the employment news, which gives a diverse body of opinion on important national issues, whether they are developmental in character, whether they are strategic in nature, or they concern any facet of either national or international affairs which people need to be cognizant of. The employment news, of course, does some editorial or has some editorial content on its first page, but as we go along into the further issues of employment news, I do hope that they would be able to incorporate some of these very humble submissions, and we can have an employment news which is both rich in content as well as rich in information, because this is something which would benefit the end user. It is also a matter of great pride that the Publications Division has decided to launch the Urdu e-version of the employment news. It's often said that the true test of a democracy is not how it treats its majority, but how it treats its minorities. And therefore, in the context of Urdu, the reality is that this is not a minority-specific language. I come from a state which is predominantly a Punjabi-speaking state, but there are a large number of people who are, even today, regular readers of Urdu newspapers, regular readers of Urdu books, and so therefore the launch of the e-version of Urdu news, I think, in addition to making information easily available to people in the language of their preference, would also go a long way in strengthening what is the intrinsic mission of the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting to equally promote all languages which are there in the schedule of the Indian Constitution, so that each and every citizen feels represented in the endeavor that we make.